You know that feeling when you're at Ross and you find the best gifts for way less? Like brand name sweaters, the coolest kids' toys, and plush dog beds? Get that feeling with every gift and save 20 to 60% off other retailers' prices. At Ross, yes, for less.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You are now listening to the Success Playbook Podcast, where we break down the winning plays of life, career, and everything in between. I'm your host, Chanel S. Reynolds, and today we're stepping outside of the gym and into the great outdoors. If you're ready to call an audible and switch up your routine, stay tuned. We're talking about how stepping outside your comfort zone literally can take your game to the next level. Okay, so kayaking isn't easy, and learning how to rock climb isn't easy either. Going back to my career with a background in NFL and NBA, basketball and football aren't easy either. However, the best players I've ever come across are the ones who overcame their fear of failure. However, the best athletes I've ever come across were always the ones that overcame their fear of failure and overcame, let's say, their fear of the outdoors and activated their beast mode. Activating your beast mode is the guaranteed way that you are going to set yourself apart. I believe in this concept so much so that I even wrote about it in my book, The Success Playbook. Let's talk about beast mode a little bit in a literal context. So y'all already know I'm a workout girly, right? I love going to the gym. It's like my therapy, of course, is beneficial to your health. It's beneficial to the way you look. I love going to the gym. But I really wanted to start to get into running. And y'all, I don't know what it was, but I had such a fear of running. I literally would go back to that time in middle school where we had to play kickball and run around to the three plates, or I would go back to Chanel in middle school and I had to run around and I was out of breath before everybody else. Like, listen, I went back to those times. But it wasn't until I overcame that fear of going outdoors. Yes, I literally started to run outside. I overcame that fear, and that's when beast mode was activated. Here's what I mean. I challenged myself to go outside and run every single day for at least 1 mile. So that's when it was hot outside. That's when it was freezing cold outside. I made sure, y'all, I was running around in Southeast DC, Southeast with an F, Southeast Washington, DC, because I made a promise to myself to run every day for 1 hour. And do you realize what happened? Well, what happened was I activated my beast mode. And here's what I mean. Not only was I in the best shape of my life, not only was I the most fit, but when I overcame that fear of running outside and that fear of losing my consistency and losing my motivation, it got easier. Every day it got easier and easier. And it was something that became a part of me. Like, I would wake up and I would look forward to my morning jog. And outside of that, outside of the physical benefits, I had so much mental clarity when I was doing this. After I got over the fear of actually jogging outside and getting outside of my comfort zone, when I was finished, when I got done that jog, like, I was ready to attack my day. I would go into the office. I would have so much clarity. I would be organized. I would walk in and just own my day because I had woken up that day. And I went into beast mode. I went outside and I made my jog, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And look, like I said, that's not to say that as soon as I started jogging, like, I would fully complete the mile. I was just in pure bliss and I was just glistening, looking cute. No. The first few times, I didn't even make it to the full mile, but I stayed consistent. The first few times, I was out of breath, but I stayed consistent. The first few times, I'm pretty sure that my form was off and I was looking just untrained. But the key is, I stayed consistent. And the reward for consistency is beast mode. Now, here's another key point. Sometimes athletes, or sometimes those professionals, even need an expert in their corner. Here's what I mean. I say it like this. Even LeBron needs a coach. LeBron James is arguably one of the best athletes that is in our generation, one of the best basketball players of our generation. However, he still has someone who is there as an expert to guide him and to coach him. Sometimes having an expert can make all the difference when trying something new. I know for me, when I started running, I would ask some of the actual professional runners on my job, and ask them for advice, and I would ask them for guidance, and they would show me how to control my breathing, and they would show me how to remain consistent. And even just watching them be consistent even pushed my consistency. So it's important to have an expert in your corner. And this is why State Farm teamed up with Revolt to produce We Outside and give 2 everyday people an outdoor experience to help guide them through an activity they've never done before. So picture this, Jabari Banks and his fans teaming up for activities like kayaking and rock climbing, all while being coached by outdoor expert Chev Dixon. But this isn't just for show. The We Outside campaign is about more than fun. It's about breaking barriers, redefining your playbook, and inspiring young Black adventurers to get in the game. And let's be real, mental health, physical health, and a sense of community, that's the triple double we all need. So before we wrap this episode, I want to challenge you. First and foremost, this is a SPP episode, so I need everyone to pull out a pen and piece of paper because we take notes on this podcast. And I want you to write down 3 things that you want to do this week that will take place outside. 3 different adventures that will challenge you and allow you to be in that beast mode space that we talked about earlier in the episode. Are you going to try kayaking? Are you going to try maybe skating or rollerblading? Are you going to try maybe hiking or jogging like I did? Write it down. And then also I want you to follow up and tell me what benefits you want to get out of it. Do you want to enhance your physical health? Do you want to enhance your mental health and your clarity, your mental clarity? Do you want to just be able to own your day a little bit more, so you're going to start the day with a workout outside? Like, tell me how you plan to put the We Outside campaign in action in your personal life, because that's what we're here for. We're here for your personal and professional development. Now, I'll tell you what I look forward to most about the We Outside campaign. Listen, I look forward to seeing all of my Black brothers and sisters defying the stereotypes that we don't go outside. We go outside. We love adventure. We love to engage in new things. So I'm excited to watch us step into that. I'm excited to watch us get physically fit during this campaign. And I'm excited to just continue to see what Revolt does for the culture and see what State Farm does for the culture. So once again, Success Playbook podcast listeners, be sure to tune into the premiere of We Outside presented by State Farm, only on Revolt.
Lights are going up, excitement all around. It can only mean one thing. McRib is here. People throwing parties, ugly sweaters everywhere. Holiday swag lined up for the best time of the year. It can only mean one thing. McRib is here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time only.